Hello, sweet souls. This is your last reading of the day. We're going to call on St. Michael. St. Michael, please transmute all negative energy to positive, sent toward myself or the viewer. We're going to call on the Holy Spirit, angels, saints, spirit guides, and ancestors, and ask for a message for your greater good. We pray for truth and only truth, for the greater good of the beautiful collective. I have the dogs in here. That's why I'm looking. I was outside a lot decorating the RV, and they act like I've been missing for like a year. All right. Holy Spirit, holy angel, saints, spirit guides, and ancestors. Show me overall energy. Overall energy. The universe. The spiritual realm. Working in your favor. You could be getting downloads. Getting direction. Getting instructions on the path you're meant to be on. The number 37 or 73 could be significant. Let's see. What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? Current energy. Lordy, lordy. Obstacle. Advice. Oh. Okay. Outcome. So many are coming out. This is crazy. Okay. You're being blessed. You are definitely dealing with somebody that is not stable. Someone is in your energy, trying to get in your energy. It feels like an ex. It could be a family member. It could be an ex-friend. This person feels like they have unfinished business with you. The obstacle is they have no connection with the divine. The soul tie you have with this person is over. It's gone. It's dead and gone. You've learned the lesson. They've learned nothing. The advice, they want you to know this person is still fake, still phony. They still chase clout. They still chase money. This person is unstable. Period. They're unstable. The outcome, you're very gifted. You already know the truth and you've already moved on. That's the outcome. There is no going back. Once you have your awakening, you don't go back to being unawakened. It's like somebody telling you an important piece of information that is life-altering, and then you just forget it. It's never going to happen. You are changed. You are forever changed. Forever changed. Which is a good thing. All right. Let's look at Unfinished Symphony. Why do they feel like you? I feel like they feel they have unfinished business with you because their plans failed. Had their plans worked out in their mind exactly the way they expected, they wouldn't be feeling like they had unfinished business. Unfinished Symphony. Yeah. See, this person, they were breadcrumbing you. They were giving to multiple. They're an opportunistic energy, like I just said. They're in regret, and they're going through a tower, and this is why they feel like they have unfinished business. They could have gone to another connection, a long-term relationship, or a marriage, and it's falling apart. It's falling apart. It's like in your connection, you put in all the work. You did everything. Now, this person has gone to another connection where they are being forced to put in all the work. All right, the obstacle, there's no connection with God here. This person has no faith. They're not spiritually aligned with you, and that soul contract is over. Obstacle. Not to mention, you're the Queen of Swords. You know the truth. You know what this person did, and you're not interested. You know about the battle that they waged against you with other people, the lies, the manipulation, the cyberbullying, all the things that they did. You know about it, and they know you know, and that's why they're emotional. Very emotional. It's the blockage. They can't defend what they've done. There's no defense. It was inhumane. It was evil, and they know it. The advice, they're still a clout chaser. They're still money hungry. They're still fake and phony, and they're very unstable. Advice. Advice. Yeah, they're saying this person wants to bring all of their troubles to you, their money trouble, their karmic energy trouble. They want you to take their burdens. And by the way, your opportunities look really good too. They're interested in what you hold in your hand, which is the gift and blessing, the very thing that they ridiculed you for, the very thing that they spread rumors and lies about you. For many of you, this was your spiritual gifts, and they mocked. You're staying away from this person, and you're blocking them. There is nothing left to say. You don't need the truth. You don't want the truth. You will never get truth from this person, ever. The 10 swords in your back is all the truth you need. That's it. You don't need a confession. They're not worthy of your energy. This person lives in an illusion. They never make the right decision because they need to heal. They need to heal. The outcome, like I said, you're very gifted. You already have the truth, and you've already left the past in the past. You are operating in light. You will never go back to the old version of you. Not ever. You will be forever changed from this experience. But it's a better change for you. It's you being the best version of you from this experience. And I can't say that about this person because they've learned nothing. Outcome. Yeah, they were cheating, lying, and stealing. They were manipulating so they could hook up with a Jezebel and then blame you and lie on you. That's what they did. That's what you left in the past. That's what you will never return to again. This has created a forever change for you. Yeah, this is a karmic that will put any person they're with in competition. They will try to make any person they're with jealous because they're so insecure. No one wants a man like that. No one wants a woman like that. That's emotionally draining. All right, let's look at blessed. This person is out in the cold, going through financial struggles. They could be physically, mentally unwell. And this person sees you as an earth angel and their happiness, and they want you to heal their wounds, fix them, fix all of their earthly and spiritual problems. Is not possible, and it's not going to happen. You're waiting for a true divine partner that will honor and respect you and that will do it right from the get-go. You're not going to give someone a chance that put 10 swords in your back and used, grouped with a bunch of people to try to destroy you. You're too smart for that. This person obviously is not stable because this isn't even rational. This is not rational thinking. This is someone that breadcrumbs, they give to multiple, they're opportunistic energy. The blockage is they're in regret only because they're going through a tower. Like I said, had everything worked out the way in their delusional mind they envisioned it, they wouldn't feel like they had unfinished business with you. They would still be gloating and laughing, and not that you care. You don't. Yeah. This person could be drinking themselves to death. They're miserable. And they're still greedy. Still greedy. Still holding on. They want a new beginning with you. And they're feeling sorry for themselves. This is someone that will never be accountable for their actions. They will never, ever say, I cheated, I lied, I stole, I worked with a group of people to cyberbully you, to lie about you so that I didn't look bad. This person will never be accountable. Not to you, but they will be accountable. Energetically and to the Lord, they will be accountable. Trust and believe that. They're very emotional because they're under judgment. And you're protected and you have your boundaries up. They can't get to you. All they can do is remember. And it's tormenting this person. They're unstable. They need help. They need medication. They need the Lord. They need therapy. They need something. They definitely need the Lord. That's for sure. Man. All right. The obstacle You're cold as ice. You know the truth, the entire truth. And they're emotional because they know you know the truth. They do. Obstacle. Yeah. It's an obstacle because you're done. And when you said you're done, you meant it. Your back is turned to the past with a death card. You've gone through a transformation. You know, this person's stuck where you left them. Just repeating the same cycles over and over and over again. The spiritual realm, God, the angels and saints moved you on because you had a mission. You had a job to do. You didn't have any more time in this reality to waste on this person. And I hate to say it, but they were a waste of time. They learned nothing. This is a heartless, cruel individual, a sick individual. And you need to use your own discernment. But if it were me, I would stay away from this person. I would not communicate. I would not interact unless you absolutely have to. And if you do, I would make it black and white. Yes, no, only the information that has to be given, and that's it. They're not stable. Feels like they're losing everything. They're still money hungry, and that's why they're focused on you. They can't reach you, but your gifts, your blessings are very enticing to this person who wants to bring their baggage to you, and you're saying, absolutely not. You got the two swords up blocking this person. If you're not, they're saying that's what they're suggesting you do. Because this person knows you're creating something on your own since you've moved on, and it's prospering. They've been living a fun-loving lifestyle, spending beyond their means, and they have nothing to show for it. Nothing but mental instability and possibly a bad liver. I mean, seriously. It's sad. All right. The outcome, you already know the truth. You're very gifted. You'll never go back. You are forever changed from this experience. This person was the most maniacal, deceptive, manipulative person you have ever come into contact with. For some of you may feel like you were married to the devil, him or herself. They did this because they wanted to hook up with a Jezebel. And that's the energy I feel. The Queen of Wands isn't in reverse. But with the Seven of Swords, the Magician, and the Queen of Wands, I'm getting the energy of Jezebel. This person lied about you. They blamed you. They were never accountable. Outcome. Outcome. They're under judgment and you're protected. That's the outcome. Judgment is unavoidable. They are not going to be able to escape. Look at that. Confirming that what I said. They went to the Karmic. This is Jezebel. That's who they went toward. You may have worn this person the High Priestess energy. If you're going for money, it's an illusion. You may have worn this person. They didn't want to believe you. It was their ego. They couldn't be right. They can't possibly, or wrong. They can't possibly be wrong about anything. You're being blessed. This person's out in the cold, losing all their finances. They're unwell. They're seeing you as an earth angel. Their happiness, only because of your blessings. Again, they're saying this person is seeking finances. That's the energy of this card. I don't care about the sign. They're seeking finances. But you're the Queen of Swords. You're not going to share not even your energy with this person, much less finances. This is someone that could have stolen money from you to give to third parties, to get secret hotel rooms, to pretend they're going out on business trips and wine and dine other people while you were at home working your butt off. You're a star. You're a healer. You carry the light. You're just moving on. This person's just jealous. They're jealous. They're envious of your victory and success. It's justice. It's good karma. It's what you deserve. After all that you went through, this is what you deserve. All right. These readings lately have been getting me worked up. Let me do some from the What's the Vibe? You know, karmic energies are going to be coming out heavy because a lot of people are experiencing their karma. And so, of course, they're scrambling around thinking, how can they get back into your energy? No, they're not going to get back. You're healing or you've already healed, and it's a waste of time. It doesn't, any person, place, or situation that doesn't support your soul mission, the vibration of divine love, you're not given to it. Not if you're aligning with this reading. You're not doing it. Okay, let's see. What is going on? What is going on with my cards? Okay, what's going on in this person's reality? Why do they keep coming out? They're a narcissist. They egotistical, opportunistic, and fragile ego. That's who we've been talking about, a narc. This person, they cannot, if you walked away from this person, if you were the one that walked away, that is just magnifying this person's obsession with getting back in to destroy you. I promise you, it's about destroying you. Narcissists do not know how to love. They are never accountable. They're just dark individuals. They have dark attachments. Yeah, they're saying move on. Move on. Nothing to say. Stop calling. Yeah. You know, this person, they were laughing. They're a psychopath. They thought it was funny to work with other people to bully you. It was hilarious to watch you suffer, cry. Now the divine is going to allow them to experience that. The blockage is you've divorced them. You could have moved somewhere. You've separated from them. There's distance between you. Yeah, and now you're established, settled, secure, and wealthy, or you're getting there. That's what you're building. And they're having legal issues. Yeah, this was a karmic. They could have legal issues with a karmic, that Jezebel. They could be having legal issues because of that person or with that person. Yeah, this is the love affair, the dirty little secret, sex fix, and down low. This person could be bisexual. They're trying to hide it. That could be bringing legal issues to them as well. You're just focused on following your dreams. You don't care what's going on in this person's life. You just don't. They feel rejected and left alone because your life has turned out better since you left them or since you disconnected from their energy. Yeah, since you released this toxic person, the dead weight. Drama, arguments, and incompatible. You stop fighting. You stop seeking the truth from this person when you recognize that they're a narcissist, that they don't love themselves, that they don't tell the truth, they don't have the capacity to love anyone else, and they're maniacal. They're evil. Yeah, they're in chaos and upheaval right now while you're having a glow up. New opportunities, new career, and successful business. Yeah, they've been daydreaming, fantasizing. I told you they're not stable. They're delusional. They're delusional. That's the blockage. They're just delusional. Resentful, competitive, and discontent, envy, but it went in reverse. So I feel like this person could have been envious of you. They could have acted out of this envy. But I feel like that energy has gone back to them. Now they're dealing with someone that is envious of them or multiple people that are lashing out at them the way they treated you. You have harmony in your life, balance, peace, and happiness. And they're filled with lust. Narcissists don't know how to express any emotion other than lust. It's a dark attachment. It truly is. They're antisocial, they're in their feels, and they want to come in with a fake apology. Arrogant, rash actions, and insincere. And you got your boundary set. So I don't see them crossing your boundaries because it's not going to be possible. You won't allow it. They disrespected you for the last time. And St. Michael is protecting you. Thank you, St. Michael. Yeah. Bitter, angry, and petty in reverse. Maybe you were bitter, angry, and petty initially, but now they are. It's gone back. Now this is their energy because it's not working out for them. They would still be gloating if it was. Inspired, optimistic, and success. You've remained hopeful and continued to move forward, focusing on your own healing, focusing on your connection with God. Again, psychopath, abusive, conniving, and unpredictable. This person, watch yourself around this person. They are unstable. I don't trust their energy. You have to be careful. Do not meet up with this person by yourself. I wouldn't meet up with this person. I wouldn't even speak to this person, but you use your own discernment, but be careful. They are not stable. They are cracking. I really feel that strong. Yeah, you're in this today, good vibes, focused on being in the moment, being in gratitude. And they're still out here partying, they could be a gambler, gambling. It says gamble, strip, tease in Vegas, still living a reckless lifestyle. And they're drowning over their head, overextended and rock bottom. I told you they're spending more than what they can afford because narcissists are all about image. And so they've dug a hole for themselves that they can't get out of. Yeah, you're focused on building a nurturing connection, helping others, mentorship, wisdom, giving back, loving others, attracting soul tribe, family, community. That's what I'm getting with that. Yeah, smelling the roses, slowing down, taking some time, some you time, and getting out in nature. You're doing what pleases you now. You've spent however long trying to please this narcissist. And with a narcissist, they will set the bar so high. It doesn't matter what you do. It'll never be enough. If they say you need to lose 20 pounds and you lose 20 pounds, they'll say you need to have blonde hair or brown hair. You dye your hair. Then they'll say you need a facelift. They will always continue to raise the bar because it is a mind game to mess your head up. That's what they do. They feel so broken and insecure. They want you to be broken so they can control and dominate and feel empowered. They are sick individuals. The divine is saying, just breathe, let go, clear your mind. Look, this toxic masculine's trapped, overly emotional because they are out of time and they are bound to a karmic, stressed out, and they're watching you attract a true divine partner, mutual respect, unity, and closeness, because that's what you deserve. That is totally what you deserve. So, be careful, guys. Love yourself. Continue to focus on your own healing and strengthening your connection with God. Pray. This person needs prayers too. If you can find it in your heart to pray for this person. But they're going to hit rock bottom no matter what. It's going to happen. You can't have an awakening without rock bottom. That's just the way it works. Now I'm getting ringing at my ear. So that's validation. This person's going to hit rock bottom. So, all right, guys, I love you so much. I hope you have an amazing day. I'm scheduling for the second week of November if you're interested. And please share the videos, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you for tomorrow's readings. Bye-bye.